In today's video, we're going to be looking at some top posts from r/AskReddit. If you want to check out the Reddit posts for yourself, I'm going to put a link to every single one in the pinned comment. If you guys want more videos like this, make sure to drop a like so I know, and yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. What's your prediction on the Area 51 raid? A dozen people show up, stare awkwardly at one another in the middle of a desert without speaking for several minutes. They sit, hope more show up, one checks Pokemon Go. Eventually, they gain enough confidence to break the ice. They go back home and create some dope memes for the rest of us that were just playing along with the joke. 10 people actually show up and they are told to go away. They go away. The end. But not before we are tormented for the next few months with Area 51 memes. Minigun cutting the crowd in half, then covering it up. 97% of the folks who said they were going won't attend. The remaining 3% will cancel due to lack of numbers. 23 people will show up and stand there, discussing about how the others betrayed them. Some soldiers on a jeep will come and tell them to move. End of story. A bunch of food trucks and $7 bottled water sellers show up. 150 people also show up. They eat and they leave. The army obliterates 400,000 anime nerds with heavy artillery. A boring event that in 10 years will be spun into a Hollywood action film that makes millions. Absolutely nothing will happen. A few losers will turn up convinced this is the big moment, and then it just won't be. It will get a 30-second mention on the local news. At most, a couple dozen absolute idiots turn up. Some with shitty signs or slogans on their shirts. If they even succeed in finding the right place, then armed guards will order them to disperse. One or two of them might be stupid enough to give the guards some attitude, at which point they will be arrested. Everybody else will quickly back down and stand/sit awkwardly at a distance before giving up and leaving. Aliens will come out to save all the people who want to rush the base. We will have everlasting peace in the universe and be shown space travel. Our technology will jump 1,000 years in just a few years. A bunch of dipshits in Pokemon t-shirts will show up and not take any risk. Some actual loonies will be shot trying. 5,076 reporters show up with their TV crews. 12 protesters wave signs frantically. Trump declares a state of emergency. Aliens will disintegrate everyone and begin their global takeover early. This is when we find out all world leaders are secretly aliens in disguise. But the invasion will be put down when Vladimir Putin, who killed the alien that tried to mimic him, rides in on a white flying unicorn, naked from the waist up, shooting the power of sun at the invading aliens, burning them all to ashes. Absolutely nothing as usual. If you're dumb enough to enter a restricted military site and get shot in the process, then go for it. That's one less idiot wasting oxygen. It's obviously a fucking joke. God damn it, stop pretending that it isn't. I live in Vegas. I'm at least going to swing by the Area 51 rest stop and see who else shows up. A bunch of morons about to get shot. You know what would be funny? They just let them in. They walk around, they see a few hangars with some cool looking planes and helicopters. The employees show them the runways and tell them, "This is where we race cars after work. Loser has to buy beer." They give them a bus ride back to their cars. Male users of Reddit. What is the most annoying thing about being a guy? Baldness. Some can make it work for them, but most can't. Being the person to go check out the noise that just happened in a creepy place to promptly be brutally murdered by some evil spirit. People instantly assuming you're a pedophile when you try to talk to younger girls. Like, can't I just be nice? FBI, open up! Girls aren't judged when they talk to younger guys. The fact, no matter how hard I try, I always catch myself staring at boobies. Teachers' lack of effort or attention on what I need help with because they expect me to be messing around anyways. Love it! Used to be getting random boners at inappropriate times. Now, it's not being able to get boners at appropriate times. Butt hairs. I have no idea what evolutionary advantage these things provided us, but I can absolutely say they are completely unnecessary in the modern world. You're allowed to enter any video game for a whole hour, and whatever you have at the end of it, you get in real life. What video game do you choose, and what do you collect? Dating simulator of any kind. Just a girlfriend. Gary's Mod. Spawn a bunch of furniture and weapons and some cool gadgets. Just for kicks, I'll throw a head grab into the mix. Donkey Kong. I mean, just think of all those ripe bananas. Beautiful. I'd shove 30 up my ass. Fallout 4 because all the fucking pre-war money everywhere. You have to cook one dish for Gordon Ramsay. If he doesn't like it, you will die. What dish do you cook for him? First, I sit Mr. Ramsay down at the table. I have a movie on the television. It's the 2011 classic Love's Kitchen, which features Mr. Ramsay. While he's watching his Oscar-worthy performance, which totally feels like all the actors were in the same room at the same time and not him in his trailer with a green screen behind him, I serve drinks. While he's enamored with the movie and enjoying a much better than the price tag would suggest glass of wine, I have my Uber Eats order en route from his restaurant. I serve it on my beautiful plates. Here I win either way. If he loves it, I keep my life. If he doesn't, I reveal my ruse. This was actually his own dish and he must die now. I'll microwave some salad. The will to live is strong, I see. I make a peanut butter sandwich served alongside a heartfelt apologetic description of how I've never cooked for anyone else and I haven't really deemed myself important enough to make the effort. He seems like a nice guy. He'll probably give me pity and then teach me how to make proper food. A granata, a glass of water, an idiot sandwich, cheaters of Reddit. Why did you do it? I was stuck on a boss and I was very frustrated. I just wanted to get past it so I can have fun again. I just couldn't fight the stress. That slice of pizza looked way too inviting. I can't tell if you ate an extra slice of pizza or fucked it. My wife cheated on me. She claims it was an isolated incident, but I'm very skeptical. We're still together. My self-esteem and sense of self-worth were initially so terrible, but I've gotten a bit better. I've been eating really well and working out. Arizona heat is great for sweating / burning calories. I'm in great shape and I'm looking really good, but I'm afraid I'll never get over what she did to me. There's a new girl at work and we get along really well and text / snap a lot. She's also drop dead gorgeous. Without going into more details, I think there's a good chance I could sleep with her, and I want to do it. I know I should have left my wife a while ago. I know I should probably leave her right now. I know that her cheating on me doesn't exactly make it okay for me to do it to her. I know I'm a shitty person. This is the first time I've ever talked about this. I've considered even seeing a therapist. I'm too lazy to take care of my sins and get them proper jobs. Why get an actual job when you can spam motherload? What was the worst pain you have ever felt? I tore a contact and scratched off a good portion of my cornea when I was a junior in high school. Any light at all sent me to a spiral of pain. My dad was convinced it was allergies, so he had me take like 4 Benadryl. I still didn't sleep. When he finally took me to the doctor the next day, they put the dye in my eye to see if it was a scratch. Half my eye turned orange. I wore an eye patch for like a week. I've had double knee surgery, broken bones, scratched my eye, had a brick wall fall on me, and many other injuries, but nothing compares to that terrible feeling. I was absolutely screaming all night long. When I was 7, I decided to go on a bike ride. Being the idiot I was, I thought I could go down a really steep road all by myself without supervision. This was just after I had learned to ride a bike. When I started to pick up speed, I thought I should stop my bike, but instead of putting my feet down and slowly coming to a halt, my dumbass thought, I'll just squeeze the brakes and the bike will stop. Instead, I went all the way down the road, crashed into someone's electrical box, and practically flew off my bike. I broke my right side of my femur. That wasn't even the most painful part though. That was when my dad found me and thought, yeah, he looks fine, and grabbed me by the arm to try and lift me on my feet. Obviously, it hurt like hell. Cluster migraines. I seriously wouldn't wish this on my worst enemy. Head-on car accident. I was in a little Toyota Yaris, and he was in a big 4-wheel drive. I woke up in the ditch with searing pain in my neck that radiated down my arm, causing pins and needles and numbness. I also had very bad whiplash, including intense bruising. I would wake up every night with crushing chest pain. On top of that, I had a very bad concussion. Falling 12-ish feet off a playground onto my back when I was like 12. Didn't break any ribs, but I couldn't run or bend over for a couple months. On the plus side, my abs got a little bit more defined because I was always flexing them involuntary from all the back pain. Soccer ball kicked into the tip of my dick. Point blank, defender versus striker. Best example I have is to flop your cock out onto a solid workbench, then get a hammer and firmly whack it onto the tip once. I went down like a sack of shit. When Kawhi signed with the Clippers, my dog getting blown up by a creeper. I feel that, bro. That's pretty much it for this video. Really fast, I do want to thank you for stopping by. I've been having a ton of fun making these Reddit videos. This is my second one so far. I plan on making a lot of these in the future. So you should probably let me know in the comments what subreddits you want me to cover in my future videos. Let's try to hit like 20 likes. I feel like that's fair. Also, you should probably click on the video that's in the middle of the screen right now. It's my last Reddit video. Anyways, see you guys next video, or maybe last video if you click on that. I don't fucking know, dude.